Now on CoastTV News.
Good morning, Delmarva. It's a chilly start to your Wednesday. We are seeing clear skies, tracking a wonderful day ahead with more sunshine. Although my forecast does detail more in the way of August heat and humidity. I'll let you know when that arrives coming up.
God bless you, and God bless the United States of America.
Day 2 at DNC, we recap what took place in Chicago just a few hours ago.
In boardwalk tragedy, how a 2-year-old boy was killed Tuesday night right there in Ocean City.
Lewis, water woes. What is expected today in the city as it deals with a disruption of its water service?
This is CoastTV News Today.
And welcome to our 6 o'clock hour. Good morning. I'm Matt Pensick.
And I'm Elisa Weber. Paige Marley has the day off, and it's Wednesday, August 21st.
2024. These unseasonable cool conditions, Elisa. We were talking during the break about hair. It's something I can relate to a lot.
Yeah, I mean, no humidity makes me happy because when you spend time doing your hair in the morning, as I know, and then you walk outside and it gets ruined.
It just ruins my day.
It ruins your day. So I'm happy with the weather, Chris. My hair is happy with the weather. So is Matt's hair, as we can see.
Thanks for
chiming in on that. So Chris, tell us a little bit more about this low humidity weather we're experiencing in August.
Good morning, guys. Yeah, I'm good to see no one's complaining about the weather for a change, right? Certainly for August standards. Here's a live look into Ocean City from our Hershey's exterior cam. Gorgeous look there and a pleasant dry start. Temperature there in Ocean City, 60. That's actually one of the mild spots. Inland, we are seeing the upper 40s to low 50s. Dew point is 49, and there you see that temperature change over the last 24 hours, some 10 to 15 degrees cooler. As I mentioned, away from the coast, 49 in Redden, we're at 54 Milton, 54 Georgetown, there are 49 Delmar, and 53 in Salisbury. Winds are relatively calm for the most part. We could see winds as high as 10 to 20 throughout the afternoon. We are clear and dry throughout much of the mid-Atlantic, and we are going to see, well, all you need is sunscreen and sunglasses for your checklist today. Still keep in mind, even though with the cooler temperatures, the sun is still very strong, and you could burn very quickly if you're out in the sun for an extended period of time. Temperature, though, 71 by around noon, mostly sunny skies, and will likely top out in the mid to upper 70s across the area. As I mentioned, winds generally about 10 to as high as 20 miles an hour throughout the afternoon. So coming up, though, we'll talk about more of a return to more August-like feel across Delmarva, and I'll have that for you in my full 7-day forecast in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Chris. We're now showing you a live look at Chicago just after 5 in the morning there. It was just a couple of hours ago that day 2 of the Democratic National Convention concluded. And night 2 of that event in Chicago, it featured 2 big stars of the party, Barack Obama, Michelle Obama. They spoke on former President Donald Trump, and they also tried to make their case for the Harris-Walz ticket.
And as they did, the candidates themselves were in another arena, and NBC's Alice Barr shows us the big takeaways from day 2 of the Democratic National Convention.
In a show of force from the Democratic Party's biggest star power, former President Barack Obama.
America's ready for a new chapter.
And former First Lady Michelle Obama delivering stirring calls to action.
Hope is making a comeback.
The longtime allies of Vice President Harris offering a ringing endorsement.
Kamala Harris won't be focused on her problems. She'll be focused on yours.
While rebuking former President Trump.
His limited, narrow view of the world made him feel threatened by the existence of 2 hard-working, highly educated, successful people who happen to be black. Who's going to tell him that the job he's currently seeking might just be one of those black jobs?
Doug Emhoff, who hopes to become the nation's first gentleman, paying tribute to his wife.
She's always been there for our children, and I know she'll always be there for yours, too.
As delegates turned a ceremonial roll call into a celebration, Harris and her running mate, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, rallied in nearby Milwaukee, filling the same arena that hosted last month's Republican National Convention.
In Wisconsin, we fight for the future.
Governor Walz addresses the DNC tonight in a key test of his appeal to white working class voters. One Illinois delegate who works for the Chicago Federation of Labor pointing to Walz's teachers union past.
It's clear that they are rooted in working people, and so that makes me very excited.
Excitement building as top Democrats make their case to the nation. In Chicago, Alice Barr, NBC News.
Delaware U.S. Senator candidate Lisa Blunt Rochester is attending the convention as well and spoke on what she says is the importance of the Harris-Walz campaign. Blunt Rochester said it was an honor to be taking over Senator Tom Carper's footsteps, and Blunt Rochester explained that the campaign and possible presidency of Kamala Harris is historic in itself. She also emphasized how race plays a role into why this moment is so significant.
I mean, first of all, to be a part of history, all of us are so proud to be here, passing the torch from Tom Carper to myself and working to represent Delaware, and then seeing Kamala Harris, number 2. This is just an incredible moment in the history of our country.
Lisa Blunt Rochester is the national co-chair for the Harris-Walz campaign.
New this morning, Ocean City Police will continue to investigate a deadly tram crash. It killed a 2-year-old boy. Now, according to police there, the crash happened Tuesday night. The boy was crossing the boardwalk tram pad, and that's when he was hit by a southbound tram. This was around 8:14 in the area near Dorchester Street. Ocean City EMS pronounced the boy deceased at the scene.
And Maryland tweaked their rules and regulations for marijuana dispensaries, and Ocean City has opted to follow suit. Cannabis dispensaries now have to be a certain feet away from schools, child care centers, state parks, and other dispensaries. Also, hours of operation have changed, which will allow stores to stay open until 11 p.m. Previously, they had to shut down at 9, and one vacationer doesn't see a problem with this change.
It's already open till 9. 2 hours is not going to make any difference.
With the Ocean City Council passing the second reading on Monday, these rule changes are now in effect in the town.
And in Delaware, you can't sell recreational marijuana just yet, but that will change. The window to apply for pot shop licenses is now open, and this runs through September 30th. There are 125 total licenses up for grabs. Sussex County will get 10 retail licenses. And there are also licenses available for manufacturing, testing, and cultivation facilities.
A now former Laurel School District employee is facing charges for multiple counts of possessing child pornography. 21-year-old Colin Larimore worked in IT for the Laurel School District. He is the son of Laurel School District Superintendent Sean Larimore, and the district has released a statement. According to that, they were first contacted by law enforcement back on June 12th about this case. The district then alerted the Department of Education. On June 13th, Colin Larimore resigned. They claim this was all, quote, handled swiftly and without preferential treatment, despite his familial connection to the superintendent. For parents with kids in the Laurel School District who may be rightly worried, the district claims there are no allegations of any physical contact or digital contact with Laurel School District students. And the district says they are fully cooperating with law enforcement.
Happening today, a dive team is scheduled to assess and repair a water main break in Lewis. Lewis Board of Public Works says it is currently addressing a 12-inch water main break at one of their canal crossings. It's caused a significant disruption in the city water service. The boil water notice remains in effect until bacteria test results come back from the Office of Drinking Water, and people in the city are advised to check the Lewis BPW website and Facebook page for updates.
And also happening today, Lewis is planning to turn the town teal in honor of National Ovarian Cancer Awareness Month. It's the 10th annual Turn the Town Teal event, and volunteers and survivors will be out tying teal bows around light poles in the historic district starting today at 11 a.m. Mayor Andrew Williams and other local officials will join the effort to honor survivors and remember the lives of those lost to ovarian cancer. And we are just getting started here on CoastTV News today.
In the 6 o'clock hour, coming up, Care After Cruelty will tell you how many dogs are now recovering at the Brandywine Valley SPCA after being found suffering from severe animal cruelty.
And also, Milton's McDonald's is making way. We'll tell you an update on the project and also why not everyone is happy to welcome the fast food giant.
And trivia test for free food could be your reward at Chipotle. We'll tell you how the company says customers can take their chance at free burritos All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
The American Heart Association invites you to join the Southern Delaware Heart Walk. It's time to unite, take action, and save lives. Every walker who joins, every dollar donated means more people trained in life-saving CPR, more research, and more life-saving moments for everyone. Join us at the Southern Delaware Heart Walk on November 3rd at the Rehoboth Beach Bandstand. Let's walk together to save lives. Register today at heart.org/SouthernDEWalk. Sponsored by Coast TV.
You rip and tear your old statements and bills, but thieves use this information to steal your identity. Don't be a victim. Get the ID Police, the new ink roller that encrypts all your old documents. So before you throw it out, just roll it on, and your information is gone, both on the front and through the back. Even if the paper is held up to the light, even your medical information is safe with the ID Police. So block it out before you throw it out. Order now and get your ID Police for as low as $9.99 and get free shipping too. This offer is not available on Amazon, so call or click now to get your ID Police for as low as $9.99 with free shipping. Order now.
Call 1-800-803-0512. That's 1-800-803-0512. Or visit getidpolice.com. So call 1-800-803-0512 now.
Feeling the summer sizzle? Is it turning your home into a sauna? At FH Fur, we know you can't wait when your AC is down for the count. That's why we're offering same-day service, guaranteed. If we don't make it to you the very same day, you will pay a diagnostic or dispatch fee, plain and simple. So whether your AC is blowing hot air, your thermostat is on the fritz, or your entire system needs replacing, an FH Fur expert technician will bring your comfort back today.
877-CALL-FUR, FHFur.com.
Well, a pleasant good Wednesday morning. Delmarva, there's a live look into Lewis. It's a thin veil. Look at that. Looks like a painting there. Looking at those cirrus clouds. Sunrise at 6:19. And boy, is it a chilly start. 55 degrees there in Lewis. Some locations in the 40s. Dew point 51 degrees, and we are going to see plenty of sunshine through the morning and afternoon. See a temperature around 67 by around 10. As I mentioned, 49 there in Redden, 49 Delmar. It is gorgeous and a gorgeous day to hit the courses. Plenty of sunshine expected. Certainly a hole-in-one kind of forecast with a high of around 76 degrees. So a spectacular day in store for Delmarva. We'll talk more sunshine in that extended forecast and some more seasonable temperatures coming up.
Thank you, Chris. Happening tomorrow in Georgetown, the town administrative offices on the Circle. It will close at noon. This is in preparation for the funeral and procession of fallen EMS logistics technician and volunteer firefighter Thomas Berry III. After the service, the procession will pass through downtown Georgetown, and officials say to expect some traffic disruptions for drivers. There will be road closures and detours throughout the afternoon as the procession moves throughout the area. The offices will reopen on Friday at 8 a.m. A history award for Warwick Community College. The school has been given a $150,000 cybersecurity grant from Earn Maryland. It's the only organization that's been awarded for this type of grant for cybersecurity, as well as the first on the Eastern Shore. The 2-year grant will support the college's Cyber Earn project. This offers scholarships for education and certification in cybersecurity areas.
And Google must face a lawsuit over Chrome's controversial data collection. A federal appeals court reversed a lower court decision to dismiss the lawsuit, which claimed Google Chrome collected data without users' permission. The appeals court says there was a discrepancy between the way Google marketed its privacy policy and the way it collected some data. And Chipotle wants to test your IQ. The restaurant chain says it has a trivia game about its ingredients, history, sustainability efforts, and more. Reward members can take it through Thursday, and Chipotle says some super fans might unlock an extra credit question, which is worth a year of free burritos. And who doesn't like some free food, especially burritos? And still ahead this morning, the Milton McDonald's is making way. We'll show you the debate over the fast food giant setting up shop in Sussex County.
A taste of autumn greeting us outside the door this morning. Temperature starting off 58 degrees there. Sunrise 6:19. A cool, clear start, giving way to mostly sunny skies this afternoon. We'll talk about a sunny, dry stretch of weather ahead, and when we'll start feeling a bit more like August when Coast TV News Today continues.
Download the DSN app today. Driven by Preston Automotive Group.
Capture your favorite moments at the CoastTV photo booth. Strike a pose and snap a pic, all for free. View previous pictures and see the next event at coasttv.com under the Features tab. The CoastTV photo booth, sponsored by Baths by Spicer Brothers.
You're not going to want to miss this.
Jeopardy, like the Everest of trivia.
Spit and truth therapy.
You gotta feel smart if you wanna look smart. Do smart, be smart, think smart, talk smart, eat smart. You are smart, smarty pants.
What is Equus?
Nitroglycerin. Avignon.
Hyperglycemia. You got revenge on that category.
I sure did.
You got to unleash the power.
Woo!
That's the path to Jeopardy success.
You know, I like that, yeah.
Yes.
New episodes September 9th on CoastTV.
At the Delmarva Design Center, appliances, cabinetry, countertops, tile, and flooring come together in one showroom. We have specialists in each division, such as myself in appliances, to ensure that you not only get the best product for your needs, but that your selection fits seamlessly with every element of your remodel.
It's always fun bringing clients into Delmarva Design Center. No matter how much they want to spend, there's always an option for people to pick something that they like.
Delmarva Design Center. Great design starts with great inspiration. Selbyville, Delaware.
Get the Coast TV First Alert weather app with live satellite and radar, severe weather alerts, and extended forecast. Download the free Coast TV First Alert weather app, sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Right now, pet dander, skin cells, mold spores, pollen, and dirt are being sucked into your air ducts. Get cleaner air and system efficiency now with Stanley Steamer. For over 75 years, we've continually engineered our equipment and processes to deep clean your entire home. Your air ducts aren't clean until they're Stanley Steamer clean.
Call 1-800-STEAMER. Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Time is 6:17, and we're showing you a live look at Ocean City on this Tuesday morning. And we got some action there. We had a bird just flying across the screen. Always good to see the wildlife there. And Chris, there's only a couple ways we can describe. There's only so many ways we can describe what is shaping up to be a really great day today.
Exactly. Stepping out the door today, it feels good to breathe, and the refreshing air feels a little bit like football weather, right? Yeah, upper 40s to low 50s across the area. Here's a live look into Laurel. We are seeing those clear skies from our Tyndall's Casual Furniture Cam. 50 degrees there in Laurel, the dew point 48, and that is exactly where we want it to be very comfortable out there. Temperature-wise, we're a good 10 to 15 degrees cooler than just this time yesterday. 49 in Redden, we're at 50 in Delmar, 54 in Georgetown. So it's very dry out there, allowing for those temperatures to fall where they are with the clear skies and calm winds. Winds relatively calm, as I mentioned, but we continue to see that flow out of the northwest. We are clear and dry throughout the entire Delmarva Peninsula, and high pressure is going to be our friend really for the next few days. An August treat, we'll call it. Autumn-like air mass in place, below average temperatures at least through the next few days, and then by the weekend it's dry, it's seasonable, and staying rain-free. Well, Lisa's going to be happy. No hair issues to deal with. Dew points are going to be in the 50s to 55 degrees, so we aren't going to be seeing any sticky conditions here. And the other thing is low risk of rip currents has developed, so that is good news. If you're headed to the coast, 59 there start in Ocean City. We'll see temperatures top out in the low 70s at the coast. So looking very nice there. Inland locations, mid to upper 70s in some locations. We're at 77 Georgetown this afternoon, 75 Easton. As I mentioned, winds generally about 10 to 15 out of the northwest. We'll see 75 in Salisbury. Well, not a whole lot to track on Futurecast. We're just tracking clouds at this point. Clear skies through the evening and overnight as well. We'll start off in the 50s as well for your Thursday. We're in the mid to upper 70s for inland locations. We'll see the mid 70s at the coast. Friday, we're touching that 80-degree mark inland. We're in the 70s at the coast. We can see a few clouds rolling, a few higher clouds rolling from the south. 3-day beach forecast shows pleasant conditions through Chicotee and Assateague. We're at 82 by the weekend there. We have the air show in Ocean City going on there. We're at 75 on Saturday, 81 in Fenwick Island on Saturday. And we'll see the low 80s from Thursday through Saturday in Lewis, and looking very nice there in Rehoboth Beach. Mugginess, not going to be a thing, at least for the next few days. We're not going to be talking about that until the start of next week. There's your temperature outlook above average temperatures forecast for August 26th through the 30th. So yes, we're in summer. We're going to see a return to more summer-like temperatures and much drier conditions throughout the eastern half of the country. We're at 76 today, a wonderful day, 54 overnight under starlit skies. Thursday, we'll see 77 degrees, and your Paul Davis 7-day shows 82 on Friday. And there's those seasonable temperatures arriving by the weekend, and then a taste of, well, I should say a return to summer-like temperatures by the start of next week.
All right, thank you, Chris. Golden Arches are on the horizon in Milton as crews have started work on the future McDonald's site. The area on Broadkill Road is now fenced off with construction equipment at the ready. The project includes plans for a drive-through and about 40 parking spaces. This was first introduced in October of 2022. It sparked some debate since then. It's an addition to the town that has mixed opinions.
Leave McDonald's on the highway where it belongs. Highway food. We have Food Line here, which you can get healthy food from, and we should leave it like that.
I think it's going to be a good benefit for Milton. I mean, Milton's a historic town, but it's also going to bring jobs.
There are also plans to build a Royal Farms in Milton across from that future McDonald's site. Those plans have been approved by the town, still need approval from DelDOT.
And up next on Coast TV News today, care after cruelty. We'll tell you about the charges 2 people are now facing after over 15 dogs were suffering from severe skin conditions. Coast TV News today. We'll be right back.
The UV Index Weather Report is sponsored by Ocean City Tourism. Somewhere to smile about.
Kicker presents Ocean City Jeep Fest August 22nd through the 25th. Ride with us. It's the ultimate Jeep experience brought to you by Coast Country and Coast TV. Beach crawls, sand courses. We have hundreds and thousands of Jeeps descending on Ocean City. On-site sales and installations, product specials, and product specialists right there for you to check out at the convention center. Remember, this is the ultimate Jeep experience. Show and shine. Be there. Register now at OceanCityJeepFest.com.
Flashing lights. See them, and you know to go slow. Now we put that same technology in the palm of your hand with Lizard Flare. It's the high-tech safety flare with no flame. Lizard Flare uses 15 high-intensity LED strobes that can be seen nearly a mile away, and a powerful magnet that sticks to your car without exiting the vehicle. Look, flares are dangerous, but Lizard Flare won't let you down. A dead battery, an empty gas tank. With Lizard Flare, help is on the way. Lizard Flare Pro has an ultra-bright flashlight too.
Get your Lizard Flare for only $9.99, but wait, Lizard Flare may be discontinued. Due to rising costs, Lizard Flare is stopping manufacturing effective immediately. There is a strict limit of 2 vehicle packs per order. Call now.
This may be your last chance, so call 1-800-604-4696. That's 1-800-604-4696 or visit lizardflare.com now.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness? If you've ever experienced the warning signs of bad circulation, then you need Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way. Soothe pain and calm restless legs. Reduce swelling in your legs, ankles, and feet and stimulate healthy circulation. Stay active with Legzercise Pro.
Some good dogs are getting a new leash on life after they were rescued by Delaware Animal Services in an animal cruelty case. Now the Brandywine Valley SPCA is helping nurse them back to health. 20 dogs were found suffering from severe skin issues on Ida Lane in Bridgeville. Unfortunately, 3 did not make it. This was at the home of Ray Anderson and Melissa Layton, who've now been charged with 5 misdemeanor counts of animal cruelty, neglect, 6 dog housing violations, and 13 dog license violations. It will take a little while until they're ready, but eventually these dogs will be up for adoption.
We also have some Boston Terriers, like this sweetheart right here, who are in need of some care. She's got a little bit of issues with her face here, but mostly they're in pretty good shape. They'll need surgery for spay and neuters and all their vaccines and everything, and we'll care for them and get them ready for their new homes.
Smith says the large dogs are going to need months of care, while a mom and her puppies are not going to be available for another 8 weeks or so. And if you want to donate to help these dogs from suffering, you can find that link on CoastTVnews.com.
And We're joined again by First Alert meteorologist Chris Mastrobono. Whatever you're doing today, a great day to be on the beach. Other activities, the weather is going to align for you there.
Get outside. Don't sit inside. I'm going to go for a run later. And Chris, I'm sure you agree. If you're sitting inside today, that's not a good way to spend this weather.
Yeah, definitely not. You don't want to spoil this weather, especially for August like standards. Low humidity. Take this look at this shot in the Lewis here. Sun rising over the Delmarva Peninsula, looking absolutely gorgeous out there. We're at 55 right now. Dew point's 51, and keep in mind, despite the cooler temperatures, the sun is still very strong for this time of year, so burn rates coming in at 20 minutes, so keep that in mind if you're outside for an extended period of time. Cambridge, we're up to 74 by around 5. Chrisfield's 73 degrees. At the coast, a low risk of rip currents, which is a good sign because we've been dealing with that rip current threat through most of the week. We're at 58 there to start in Rehoboth, and we'll see temperatures rise to around 73 by around 5. So just a gorgeous day, whether you're at the coast or you're on land. Talking, though, coming up, we'll talk more about the return of those summer-like temperatures and humidity in my full 7-day forecast here in a little bit.
The break on Coast TV News today, making marijuana rules. We'll tell you why Ocean City decided to change its weed regulations and what you need to know about the rules now in effect.
And protests continue at convention. People gather for both Palestine and Israel at the site of the DNC, and we will tell you what the Chicago police chief expects. Day 3 is set to begin later today. Coast TV News today. We'll be right back.
Shell's Early Learning Center, child and parent approved.
Shells have become an extension of our family. They've helped prepare our children for school.
I love Shells. My teacher makes learning fun.
Creating a fun learning environment to prepare the children for school.
Shell's accredited staff is dedicated to preparing your child for school. Don't miss your chance to join the Shell's family. Enroll your child for fall now before it's too late. Shell's Early Learning Center, preparing our future generation.
See the beauty of Delmarva from a bird's eye view. Soaring over the shore, Mondays on Coast TV News at 6. Sponsored by Morse Roofing and Siding.
You need to lose weight, but you hate lugging out that big blender for a healthy shake. Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with my Bionic Blade, the new handheld blender that's rechargeable, so you can make a fast, healthy shake anywhere. Designed like this shake bottle you take to the gym, it has the motor and blades built right into the lid. Bionic Blade quickly creates smooth drinks just like the big blenders. But this is portable, so you can make a shake anywhere. Make pina coladas right by poolside. Even grind coffee beans and make a quick, refreshing iced coffee pick-me-up on the go.
Get the Bionic Blade for just $29.99 and we'll even ship it to you free. But wait, order now and get 2 sipping lids, a second large blender container, plus the sports lid. Yours free. You'll get this entire portable blending system for just $29.99. Call or click now.
To order, call 1-800-709-7148 or go to buybionicblade.com. So call 1-800-709-7148 or you can order online at buybionicblade.com.
Capture your favorite moments at the Coast TV photo booth. Strike a pose and snap a pic, all for free. View previous pictures and see the next event at coasttv.com under the Features tab. The Coast TV photo booth, sponsored by Baths by Spicer Brothers.
Delmarva's hit music station, 102.5 WBOC.
Now on Coast TV News.
Certainly feels great stepping out the door this morning. A chilly start, temperatures in the 40s and 50s, but I am tracking tons of sunshine for this afternoon. Not only that, but a continued stretch of dry weather. I'll have the latest forecast in a few minutes.
Boardwalk tragedy, the Tuesday night crash in Ocean City that killed a 2-year-old boy.
And assessment accuracy issues, the claims of incorrect reports property owners are receiving in Delaware.
Chaos outside convention. Anti-Israel protesters clash with police, and they say to expect more of that today as the Democrats continue with their convention.
This is Coast TV News Today.
August 21st, 2024. Good morning. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Elisa.
Good morning, Matt. I'm Elisa Weber. Paige Marley has the day off, and it's August 21st. School's starting soon.
It is starting. So we got a really neat story in a couple minutes. You want to stick for that. But for a lot of students, or maybe I should say a number, not a lot, but a number of students, this is their final week without classes until next summer.
I always loved the first day of school. I used to get excited. My mom's a teacher. She decorated her classroom yesterday. She's getting ready to go back. But Chris, this is a great week to enjoy your last week of summer, and you're going to tell us a little bit about that end of summer forecast for students and commuters.
Good morning, guys. Yeah, I'll tell you what, it does have that feel stepping outside, that back to school, that kind of football-like weather. And here's a live look into Lewis. Beautiful shot there of the sun rising. And we are seeing some very chilly temperatures. In fact, 55 currently in Lewis, dew point 54, winds generally out of the northwest at about 5 to 10 miles an hour. And region-wide, look at that, 40s there, back off to the Appalachians, but generally in the low 50s throughout much of the Mid-Atlantic and Northeast. In fact, we're about 10 to 15 degrees cooler than where we were at just this time yesterday. We're at 49 there in Redden, 50 Delmar, 57 Millsboro, and 53 in Ocean Pines. You continue to see that northwesterly flow. We are clear and dry throughout much of the Mid-Atlantic and Midwest. As far as your checklist is concerned, only need the sunglasses today and sunscreen if you're out for an extended period of time, because that sun is still quite strong and you can burn rather quickly. 66 by around 10. We're at 70 by around noon, likely topping out at the coast. Low to mid 70s inland locations, mid to upper 70s, with winds generally at about 10 to as high as 15 miles an hour. Coming up, though, we'll talk about the return of those summer-like temperatures in the full extended forecast here in a few minutes.
And we are now showing you a live look at Chicago. It's just after 5:30 in the morning there. But it was just a couple of hours ago that day 2 of the Democratic National Convention concluded. And as the Democratic National Convention takes place in Chicago, large rallies have also been taking place. Some of the protesters are speaking out against civilian deaths in Gaza. Others are showing support for Israel. The vast majority of protesters heeded law enforcement and remaining nonviolent. But new fencing is now in place where a handful of demonstrators broke through on Monday.
We do expect to see more protests, more demonstrative tactics. Again, we're up to the challenge.
And the Democratic National Convention is scheduled to conclude tomorrow, August 22nd.
We have some tragic news to report this morning. A 2-year-old boy died on the Ocean City boardwalk when he was hit by a tram. According to Ocean City Police Department, this happened Tuesday night. The boy was crossing the boardwalk tram pad. That's when he was hit by a southbound tram. This was around 8:14 in the area near Dorchester Street. Ocean City EMS pronounced the boy deceased at the scene.
And tweaking the rules for weed in Ocean City, the town council is officially changing some marijuana rules.
Now, this comes after Maryland made changes to state rules and regulations for marijuana dispensaries. And Coast TV News reporter Kevin Zappé shows us what those changes will look like.
Open signs at Ocean City cannabis dispensaries can buzz brighter for longer. Shops and stores that sell weed can now stay open until 11 p.m. every night. And Mary Sheldon, who vacations in Ocean City often, says she doesn't mind.
It's already open till 9. 2 hours is not going to make any difference.
The Ocean City Council passed the second reading of an ordinance Monday that will bring the town's cannabis regulations in line with the rest of the state. Some of that includes new restrictions. Cannabis dispensaries now must be 100 feet away from areas zoned for residential use, 500 feet away from a school, child care center, church, or state park, and must be 1,000 feet away from any other dispensary. Hours of operation can also be changed, which will allow stores to stay open until 11 p.m. Previously, they had to shut down at 9. But that's an option, not a mandate. I talked to one cannabis store owner who told Coast TV he plans on keeping his hours the same despite the hours increasing. Some owners just find they are busier during the day and tend to slow down later at night. Others will take advantage. Either way, Sheldon sees pot as less problematic than other things.
No, bars are open till 2 a.m. So as my partner mentioned, you know, it's on the same vein. I think alcohol is a much bigger problem than weed. Absolutely, yes.
And according to a report last month from the Ocean City Police Department, there is at least some data to back that claim. The Ocean City Police Department issued one drug citation related to marijuana while having 32 DUI arrests in the month of July. I'm Kevin Zappé in Ocean City, Coast TV News.
And this does bring us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know which marijuana restriction matters most.
And 57% say proximity to schools, and then the second highest is 37% with proximity to homes, and then 4% is proximity to parks, and the last 2% is proximity to dispensaries. And if you haven't voted yet, you can still on coasttvnews.com or on our mobile app.
We move on, and a now former Laurel School District employee is facing charges for several counts of possessing child pornography. 21-year-old Colin Larimore worked in IT for the Laurel School District. He is the son of the school district superintendent, Sean Larimore. The district has released a statement according to that they were first contacted by law enforcement back on June 12th about this case. The district then alerted the Department of Education. On June 13th, Colin Larimore resigned. They claim this was all, quote, handled swiftly and without preferential treatment despite his familial connection to the superintendent, unquote. For parents with children in the school district, they may be rightly worried. The district claims there are no allegations of any physical contact or digital contact with Laurel School District students. The district says they are fully cooperating with law enforcement.
And happening today, Lewis is planning to turn teal in honor of National Ovarian Cancer Awareness Month. It's the 10th annual Turn the Town Teal event, and volunteers and survivors will be out tying teal bows around light poles in the historic district starting today at 11 a.m. Mayor Andrew Williams and other local officials will join the effort to honor survivors and remember the lives of those lost to ovarian cancer.
We have more news to get to in this final half hour. Don't go anywhere.
Coming up, property assessment arguments will tell you the issue some Delaware homeowners are reporting as the state conducts property assessments for the first time in 50 years.
Also, Kate preview the Vikings football team. They are just 8 days away from opening the 2024 season. What it will take to get back to the state championship game.
And a back-to-school giveaway gave students the opportunity to get new supplies and a new look. We'll tell you how students are reacting to getting ready for the school year. Stay with us on Coast TV News today.
We salute Thomas Berry III. Thomas Wilson Berry III, known to friends and family as Tommy, was a remarkable young man whose life was defined by an unwavering dedication to service. At just 23 years old, Tommy tragically lost his life while selflessly helping a motorist involved in a crash. Beyond his professional role as a logistics technician for Sussex County's emergency medical services, Tommy was a passionate volunteer firefighter with both the Georgetown and Ellendale fire companies. His spirit of service and commitment to aiding others set him apart as a true hero in his community.
Spicer Brothers and Coast TV are honoring military persons and first responders serving Delmarva. If you have a family member, friend, or community member that you would like to nominate for a Coast TV salute, go to coasttvsalutes.com.
At Atlantic General Hospital, we've been busy. Busy expanding healthcare services that are second to none in our region. From cancer care and women's health services to orthopedics, gastroenterology, and more, we provide advanced health technologies delivered by top providers. Expert care every day. It's what you can count on from Atlantic General Hospital.
Celebrate Labor Day weekend with Camp Rehoboth Community Center at Sun Festival 2024 in Rehoboth Beach. On August 31st, enjoy a night of comedy with stand-up comedian Joe Dombrowski.
He looked at me and he goes, ma'am, okay, that laugh was a hate crime.
Then on September 1st, dance the night away with DJs Robbie Leslie and Joe Galthrow. Don't miss the summer's biggest party at the Rehoboth Beach Convention Center. Get your tickets at camprehoboth.org.
Sponsored by Coast TV.
Turn your dreams of a perfect kitchen into reality with That Cabinet Store, where a dedicated team of designers will bring your vision to life. Whether it's traditional or European, kitchen design is our specialty. And we can get your fully customized kitchen cabinets installed in as little as 4 weeks, semi-custom in 10 days. And if you're looking for new countertops, we offer quality in-house fabricated countertops. Dream today, designs for tomorrow at That Cabinet Store, located with Matt the Carpet Guy in Selbyville and Salisbury.
Not everyone wants a big funeral. For those seeking a simple alternative, the Eastern Shore's most trusted family and funeral service offers another option. Eastern Shore Cremation and Funeral Service is simple and affordable. A direct cremation tribute starts at just $15.95, or choose to have a small visitation service, serving Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia with easy consultation by phone and streamlined electronic documentation. Learn more at easternshorecremation.com. Eastern Shore Cremation and Funeral Services. Simply respectful.
Good Wednesday morning, Delmarva. Live look into Ocean City from our Hershey's exterior cam. A gorgeous shot there. We are seeing a temperature of 60 there in Ocean City. That is one of the mild spots because away from the coast, It's 49 in Delmar. We're at 49 in Redden, 54 in Milton. So a nice, cool, crisp start to the day, and a great day to hit the courses as well. We'll see a temperature of around 60 by around 8, 72 by around noon, wall-to-wall sunshine, and a temperature of 76 by the afternoon. Keep in mind, though, with cooler temperatures, it may fool you into thinking the sun, you could still get burnt. We're at a 9 for the UV index, and you see those burn times coming in at 20 minutes. Remember, you can get your forecast at any time by calling that weather phone, the First Alert weather phone, at 443-880-9100. We'll have more on that extended forecast here in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Chris. Giving back and having fun while doing it. Students in Milford will be walking into school with the resources they need to start the school year. And Tuesday at Milford Central Academy, people gathered to give out free books, also some haircuts to the children in the community. There was even a bounce house, a DJ, and some dancing.
I got to come here, have fun. I got to get a little bit of candy. I got to get some popcorn. I went inside the gym, got a shape up, and I got my eyebrow slit, and then I came back out here, down up on the bouncy house, and I had lots of fun.
I got pencils, markers, a notebook, papers, and a book bag, and a goodie bag.
Okay, as you can see there, we can confirm that the students who received the book bags and haircuts love their new supplies and their new looks.
It all begins at Legends Stadium, and this group did lose a lot of top seniors, but that does not faze them. They bring back a lot of talent, including starting quarterback Jamison Tingle, who is ranked #1 in the state of Delaware for preseason rankings. But for the sophomore star, it's more than just the personal goals, also taking on a leadership role to help this team get back to the promised land.
What I've learned helping our younger receivers, helping them out, our younger quarterbacks that are behind me, just trying to help them get through it and make them better.
And although Tingle is only entering 10th grade, Vikings head coach Mike Frederick believes he has what it takes to bring this team together.
You know, he's a de facto leader, right, whether or not he wants to be, because people look at him, and as he goes, a lot of times we go. You know, just leadership qualities, taking more of a vocal role, and sometimes that can be uncomfortable for young kids, but he'll embrace it, and I expect great things.
And last season, Jamison Tingle had the Old Dominion commit Markai James, who was on top of the state in Delaware in the run game. Those are big shoes to fill, but Cordell Richards is ready for that challenge.
Definitely leaving the legacy of last year. He was a big part of the team, so I'm looking forward to being a leader, including Jamison and my other teammates, involving other teammates, and moving forward, and hopefully to get back in that position we were last year.
And to get back there starts with putting the work in during the preseason. The Vikings will suit up for their first game of the year on Thursday, August 29th at Red Lion at 7 p.m. Reporting from Lewis, Delaware for the Delmarva Sports Network, I'm Kayla Santiago.
Well, I'll tell you what, not much to complain about in the weather department. Temperature starting out in the 50s this morning across Delmarva. We are at 76 this afternoon under mostly sunny skies. In fact, we're going to see an extended stretch of dry, sunny weather, but a return to more summer-like temperatures in the extended forecast. And I'll have that for you when Coast TV News Today continues.
Hot tub. Millions of dollars of factory direct 2024 inventory. Final day. Wicomico Civic Center. Hundreds of hot tubs and swim spas ready for immediate delivery. Factory direct prices. Many models to choose from. Come see the revolutionary swim spa and save thousands. Trade-ins welcome. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. 18-month interest-free financing. New 2024 inventory. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Wicomico Civic Center. Free admission. Free parking. Call 855-SPA-SALE.
In Delaware, a family earning $67,000 a year pays the same tax rate as one making $67 million. I'm Matt Meyer, and you don't have to be a former math teacher to know that's an outrage. As governor, I'll make the super wealthy pay more in taxes so working people can pay less. By making state taxes more fair, we'll help more families get ahead. It's not just smart math, it's the right thing to do.
Democrat Matt Meyer for governor.
Delaware Electric Cooperative is proud to power Central and Southern Delaware. We power local artists creating masterpieces inspired by nature, eateries with roots that run deep in our communities, and business owners helping other entrepreneurs succeed. We serve a new orchestra founded by co-op members and a new library built to better serve Harrington families. We're inspired by the stories of our friends and neighbors, and it's for these people and places that DEC is committed to keeping the lights on.
877-CALL-FUR, FHFur.com.
Feeling the summer sizzle? Is it turning your home into a sauna? At FH Fur, we know you can't wait when your AC is down for the count. That's why we're offering same-day service, guaranteed. If we don't make it to you the very same day, you will pay a diagnostic or dispatch fee, plain and simple. So whether your AC is blowing hot air, your thermostat is on the fritz, or your entire system needs replacing, an FH Fur expert technician will bring your comfort back today.
877-CALL-FUR, FHFur.com.
The time is now 6:45 on this Wednesday, and we are taking a look outside into Lewis, and that is a gorgeous sunrise. I mean, Chris, you had to admit, I've had the better cameras than Matt today with some of these sunrises. I guess Matt says he never gets the good sunrise. I don't know. Maybe he has to be nice to her producer. No, I'm just kidding. But Chris, tell us a bit more about these beautiful days we're having.
I'll tell you what, Elisa, yeah, there we are seeing the sunshine over Delmarva. Temperatures, cool starts, 55 there in Lewis. The dew point is at a comfortable level, 51 degrees. That is where you want to remember we were in the 70s over the last few days. And temperature-wise, it is nice. We are 10 to 15 degrees cooler than where we were at this time yesterday. Check that out. 49 in Redden, 52 Seaford, 53 in Salisbury, 57 Bethany Beach, and 53 Ocean Pines. As I mentioned, dew points upper 40s to low 50s, and it's going to stay like that for the next few days, all thanks to that northwesterly flow. Clear skies, just a few hyphen veil of clouds to the west, and we are seeing high pressure settle in and dominate our weather pattern here over the next few. An August treat, certainly it is. Comfortable, low humidity, August-like air mass, below average temperatures over the next few with overnight lows in the 50s. The weekend itself looking dry and comfortable. It would be a bit more average-like temperatures. Elisa is happy because we have low dew points. No hair issues to contend with over the next few days. Now, the rip current threat is low as we've been dealing with those high rip currents over the last few, so that is a good sign. Keep in mind, though, the UV index is still rather high considering the cooler temperatures. Cape Henlopen, we're at 70 by noon, and Dewey Beach, 70 at noon. Inland locations, we're looking at the mid to upper 70s, 75 in Seaford. We'll see 75 Cambridge, and as we make our way towards Salisbury, 75 there too, and 75 in Ocean City. So 75 is the number this afternoon. Clear skies through the evening and overnight. We'll start off in the 50s again tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon, more sunshine, temperatures in the upper 70s. Now, as we get into Friday, we'll touch the 80-degree mark through inland locations, 70s at the coast. Could see some higher clouds filter in, but we're going to be precipitation-free right through the weekend. Assateague, 73 there on Friday. We're looking at a temperature of 77 in Fenwick on Friday, 73 Ocean City. We have the air show this weekend. We are looking spectacular for that. And Lewis, 82 there on Friday, 77 in Rehoboth Beach. No humidity over the next few days. It's not until probably Monday, Tuesday next week we'll get more of that southwesterly flow back. Climate Prediction Center says, well, summer's not over yet. We're going to see plenty more heat and humidity across the eastern half of the country, and we're going to stay relatively dry throughout that time span. 76 this afternoon with copious amounts of sunshine, 54 overnight under clear skies. We're at 77 for Thursday, and your Paul Davis 7-day shows 82 on Friday. There's those seasonable temperatures by the weekend. Humidity still tolerable, by the way. And then Monday, we're at 88, but what you don't see on that 7-day is any rain chances. We stay pretty dry through the stretch.
Thank you, Chris. And property assessment problems. It's been 50 years since Sussex County properties were last assessed, and a lot has changed, including home values, and a lawsuit over education funding forced all 3 Delaware counties to conduct property reassessments.
Yeah, however, during that process, some people say they've received reports with information that just does not match up with reality. And as CoastTV News anchor Mallory Messner explains, people can get their assessments corrected before new property taxes kick in.
Home is where the heart is.
But Dan and Carol Parada have no idea where their extra bathroom is.
It said that we had 3.5 bathrooms, but we have 3 bathrooms.
When the Paradas received their property assessment, it said they had a full finished basement. But as you can see, this is just a crawl space that stands 45 inches tall.
This is going up to the loft.
The Paradas gave us a tour of their house to show us the differences in the report.
So they said we have a fireplace, but that's not a fireplace. That's simply a TV table.
Tyler Technologies project supervisor Mary Nolde says data collectors do their best to provide accurate assessments, but it can be hard.
Things like dogs chasing them, or homeowners saying, we've had homeowners that have said, we don't want you collecting on this entire street.
Reassessment agents only assess from outside a home using photos and sometimes measuring. When they can't get close to see a home in person or talk to someone who lives in it, aerial images and public records are used to help fill in missing gaps.
There will still be that small margin of error for properties that we couldn't lay eyes on in person.
Nolde says so far, 22% of data mailers were returned with corrections, but some of the problems are perception.
Because they did say 1.5 stories, but it's definitely a second story. You can see that it's a full second story.
We've had homeowners tell us, I don't have a 1-story and I don't have a full finished basement, which is how Tyler would list a bi-level home. A 1-story over a full finished basement.
They said the finished basement was 1,587 square feet.
Dan Parada sent his corrections back to Tyler Technologies, and the company recommends anyone with discrepancies does the same.
And then I saw on Nextdoor from other communities that they're having the same issues.
A lot of Delawareans have never been through this process. The last assessment was 50 years ago, and these adjustments strike a real sour note.
It's not fair. It's not fair. Why should we pay more when we shouldn't?
Nolde says Tyler Technologies wants to be transparent. The Paradas just want to pay what is fair.
Are you worried that your property taxes could change?
I'm worried that if they use that assessment, they are high and they're going to stay high.
An already scary prospect for some, made even worse when the information is wrong. I'm Mallory Metzner in Milton, Coast TV News.
It is now 6:52 this morning, and it's time to check in with our coastal pet of the day.
All right, our coastal pet of the day is one of the smartest Jack Russell Terriers you ever meet. That's what I'm being told, Elisa. On your screen, that is 14-year-old Pixie Peanut, who loves to ride up front. This is only so she can give her great big puppy eyes in order to get a puppy cup anytime she wants. Pixie P was submitted to us by Tricia in Harbison.
Yeah, look at those puppy eyes. You have to give her a puppy cup. I mean, come on. And we want to see more of your pets on Delmarva. Send us photos and tell us what makes them special. Take a look at your screen.
Right, on your screen, you got that QR code right there. And if you scan that, you can get your furry friend to Coast TV News and then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature.
Well, our sunny, dry stretch of weather, good time to get that car clean out. I think about it, my car is filthy. Windshield, and then we'll get the wax on the wheels, looking nice and shiny in time for the weekend. If you have any weekend plans, we are looking pretty nice. More seasonable temperatures return. We'll take a look at that 10-day forecast when Coast TV News Today continues.
The Democratic National Convention. Vice President Kamala Harris and Governor Tim Walz lay out their vision for the country. Join Lester Holt, Savannah Guthrie, and the NBC News team for special coverage tonight on NBC.
I like to know what my patients are experiencing, to feel how they're feeling. I choose to walk with them, find a path forward when nobody else will.
Brilliant Minds, September 23rd on NBC and Peacock.
Right now, during the Subaru A Lot to Love event at Gateway Subaru, we're offering incredible savings. Save up to $3,000 on a new 2024 Subaru Outback. Plus, take advantage of great financing rates as low as 0% for 48 months. Feel the thrill and save up to $2,400 off a new 2024 Subaru Crosstrek with financing rates as low as 2.9% for 48 months. And stop by to discover the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester. Gateway Subaru, just minutes from the beaches in the heart of Delmarva. Higher standards.
Our mission here at the Boardwalk Buddy Walk is simple: to create a community where people with Down syndrome or any other cognitive disorder can live, learn, work, and play. That's why every October, we invite family and friends to a full weekend of acceptance and inclusion in Rehoboth Beach. This year's event takes place on October 12th at 9 a.m. at the Rehoboth Beach Boardwalk and Bandstand. So come out to this year's Boardwalk Buddy Walk and Walk. For more info, go to boardwalkbuddywalk.com, sponsored by CoastTV.
Turn your home into a masterpiece with Artwork Painting. Local professional painters at an affordable price.
Artwork Painting did an excellent job with our house. We were really happy with all of the pieces of work they did, the drywall work, the walls, the trim. I would definitely recommend Artwork Painting for your house.
Artwork Painting treats our customers and their homes with care, delivering quality work and experiences. Call Artwork Painting now for a free same-day estimate. Artwork Painting, keeping Southern Delaware beautiful inside and out.
When you take a chance, chance can take you to unexpected places. Whoa. Bet Rivers and Delaware Park Casino. Feel the rush.
It is now 6:55 and it's time for the things to know before you go. Maryland tweaked their rules and regulations for marijuana dispensaries, and Ocean City has opted to follow suit. Cannabis dispensaries now have to be a certain feet away from schools, child care centers, state parks, and other dispensaries. Hours of operation also changed, which will allow stores to stay open until 11 p.m. Previously, they had to shut down at 9.
Golden Arches are on the horizon, and Milton crews getting set to work on the future site of the fast food restaurant on the area of Broadkill Road. It's now fenced off with construction equipment at the ready. The project includes plans for a drive-through and about 40 parking spaces. This was first introduced in October of 2022.
And it is now 6:56, and we're going to take a quick check with our forecast before we head out the door.
Yeah, one final check-in with Chris, and what we're dealing with unseasonable conditions for late August.
Oh, without question. Check out these temperatures. We're waking up to a temperature of 51 degrees there in Salisbury. It is very dry, very refreshing out there with this air mass. In fact, perfect weather to go out for a run. Temperatures starting off in the 50s will be up to 70 by around noon under mostly sunny skies. Now, your Paul Davis 10-day shows temperatures falling back into the 50s tonight. We're at 77 Thursday. Mostly sunny and dry. We do see the return of more seasonable temperatures by the weekend, but very, very dry stretch throughout the next 10.
Thank you, Chris, and thank you for joining us here for Coast TV News today.
Yeah, today's show is coming up next at 7 a.m.
And then we'll be back with Coast TV News midday at 11, so stick with us.
And for even more news and coverage you can count on, grab your phone and download our Coast TV News and weather apps. Have a great Wednesday morning, everybody.